Hello world! I am excited to share that I decided to get back into underwater portraits. It's something that I started before COVID. It was a lot of fun. That was before I was scuba certified, so I think it was just an overall challenge, not only for me, but also for the models that were brave enough to try it with me. Nonetheless, it's quite addicting and quite peaceful to be underwater, and because of that, I decided to go at it again. The difference though this time is that I want to have flexibility when it comes to the kind of body that I have underwater, so I can play around with different cameras, play around with different lenses, and that's not something I currently could do with the body that I have. I have just a body designed for my A7 II Sony, and I'm limited to the kind of lenses that I can put in there, even though I have a dome adapter. With that, I decided to invest in an Outex body glove, which is a pretty cool concept. It's essentially a rubber glove that you can customize as needed. And from there, you can build it to have either a tripod adapter, you can have it be able to take out a cable, which in my case I'll be utilizing. I'll be tethering my camera underwater, having it run to my Outex transmitter so it can set off my lights not only above water, but hopefully also underwater, and as well as leveraging LED lights and natural light when needed. With that, I actually have the package. It arrived a couple of days ago, and where do I start? First off, I bought two gloves. I bought a standard one that looks like this. It's just rubber. And what's cool about it is that depending on the lens that you have, this will either shrink to adapt or be this length if you have a longer one. And the concept of it is you take your, let's say in this case, a 72 millimeter, I don't think you can read it, but it says 72 millimeter. You take the 72 millimeter, you attach this to the front. This attaches to your lens, and that is how these guys will be together like that. Now what about the back? The back will have an adapter that screws to the bottom of your camera. It's similar to the front, circular glass that will seal the back but allow you to still see the LCD screen of your camera, maybe your viewfinder, depending on what you're shooting with. And honestly, I think it'll be great because the screen that I'm currently working on today is like this tiny, and it's really hard to see underwater. So bigger glass means better detail, and also for your models, they'll be able to see clearly what it is that you're doing and motivate them to, keep at it, because underwater portraits, it's no joke. It's not easy. It takes a special kind of person to be able to take their gear underwater and produce the images that they produce. So kudos to all of you that do this. So this is one of them. This is the body that has no options but to just put a camera lens and either use LED lights or natural light. This would be great. Could be great for cinematographers too. The other body that I got is this guy. This is the T1 model. Looks identical. The difference is the bottom, you got a hole. And with that, I'm just moving stuff around because I literally just got the package right here. With that, you have different plugs that go in the bottom that create a seal to be able to have a cable run from your camera out to whatever it is that you're going to trigger. They also have the same setup if you wanted to attach a tripod. It's the same thing. You would attach a tripod to the bottom, but it'll come with different adapters. What I got is the tether kit in hopes to trigger my strobes outside the water. We'll see how it goes, right? I'm excited because no longer am I limited to the A7 II. I can bring in my A7R3, the A7 II. I can pick up a Canon, Nikon, any camera really that'll fit in here and try it out. The lens also, where before I was limited to like a 50 millimeter or a 35 millimeter, I'll be able to leverage my 85 millimeter that has a 72 millimeter thread, and that's gonna give me some hopefully fantastic imagery, especially underwater. Normally I tend to shoot wide to capture the essence of the image, but 85 millimeter is such a sweet lens. and it could even fit 100 millimeter, but underwater, we'll see how that goes. Outside of that, what else? Well, the customer service of these folks, so great, because when I order my kits, I ordered everything, but I forgot to include the back. So the gentleman calls me and says, hey, we see your order, thank you, etc. We just noticed that you don't have your rear glass, and that'll flood your camera if you don't have that. So thankfully, he caught that because it was my mistake. I should have seen it. If you do order this, order the Pro kit. That'll ensure that you have the front, the back, everything's good. Nonetheless, you can always message them. They're very responsive, whether through email or through chat. And again, the company is Outex. They send you some stickers. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I produce with this body because I'm getting back into it and waiting for the rest of my gear to get here, and we'll see how it goes. Hope you took something from this. I hope you got some value about particularly Outex in this case and my experience thus far. I'll keep documenting. Once I put my camera kit and all of this together, I'll show you what it looks like, and then when I take it in the water, I'll share that as well, and you can just follow along with me. Until then, friends, see you later.